So this is a problem, and it's not been fixed. And the IBC tank is nearly full, so that needs sorting out today. So today's job is all about rain management, fixing the shed roof, and also setting up the other water butt so that we can get some of the water out the IBC tank so it doesn't overflow. So let's crack on. So I did do a repair on this shed, just on this edge, but that's obviously not been good enough. So I'm just going to use some of this. This is some surface protection sheet that you get from Wix's. It's designed for like putting down on floors when you're doing decorating. So let's get a reasonable overhang on both sides, and then we'll see. And we'll just staple that in, and I'm hoping that if we put this on top, that it's reasonably robust and it'll do the job for the time being, because I haven't got any new felt and I just want to use what we've got rather than buying new stuff and extra expense. So let's crack on and get this on. So that's that done. I'm not entirely sure how well it's going to hold up with just staples in amongst the wind, but we will see, and if not, we'll get some nails in there as well, some clout nails in there as well, to secure it. But hopefully there's no real edges that it can get under. We've created a little bit of a lip here now because the water was coming into the door, and hopefully that will all drain off okay. So that's the first job done. Now we need to go sort out the water butt. So I moved this water butt down here so we got some water for the polytunnel and the brassica cage. But I need to put it on a base really. So let's move this out of the way. So it's on one of these bases for the cobwebs. But what I've always found in the past is when you put these down, because these edges are quite sharp and quite narrow, what happens is they end up digging into the ground and the water butt end up leaning over. So today I'm just gonna sort this out. I've got a few slabs that we brought from home, and just gonna put these in. Let's get a bit of bark under there just to level it out. Let's say they will settle down. It's more important just to get a good base for that plastic base, so that it actually doesn't end up digging into the ground. So let's get the spirit level on that. It's a bit high at the back, so let's just fill it with a bit of bark near the front. That looks a bit better. And do the same here. Spare bark in there. As I say, it doesn't need to be a really firm foundation because it's the base of the water butt does distribute the weight. It's just that it needs something solid to actually put these on, so that it's actually, let's put that a bit of an angle there. And let's get that, oh, I've still got water in it. Get that on there. Let's just check those slabs don't get in the way of the polytunnel door. That's fine. That at least will stop it swinging. Those slabs will stop it swinging back too much anyway, because it does catch the wind. Let's just take a level off the top just to make sure it's reasonably level. Reasonably level that way. Still a little bit sloping this way, but that's pretty good. That's good enough. So the idea is that this one's not gonna have anything fed into it. This one here, it's not gonna have anything fed in. So we're going to feed it from the IBC tank now. What I will do eventually is connect a hose clip on here and actually run a pipe up, and the actual level will mean that I can just open the taps on both and they will just level each other out. But I haven't got the hose yet, so it's going to be just a case of filling up some watering cans and filling it up. So this is our IBC tank. They're like, I think it's International Bulk Container, something like that. I don't know what it stands for. But basically they come with a big tap on here, and what I've done is on the main valve here I've just put some pipe fittings and then a flexi fit on here and a bit of pipe just to make it easier. Now when you do this, what you need to remember, if you try and turn this tap now, it's really, really hard to do because there's almost like creates a vacuum in here. So the thing to remember to do is open that tap, then push that round, and then we have water coming out. And then when I want to switch it off, I can just, during the time, I can just use that little switch, and then when I finish at the end of the session, I can switch it off at the main tap. So we're going to get on and fill these up and dump them into the other water butt, and then we'll check the level in this one to see how we've done. Okay, so that's my time up for today. Put the roof on. We'll see how it holds up in the wind. If it does end up blowing off, it's no real loss because we already had this covering stuff, so it's not really cost us anything to do it. Might end up putting a few nails in there just to actually, some tack nails just to actually keep it secure. Water butt is now needs to set up. We've dropped the level from almost 3/4 to between 3/4 and completely full, back down to half in the IBC tank, and the other water butt is filled up. So that's a good job. So we're ready for all the rain that's due to come in the coming week. So hopefully that will keep the shed nice and dry, but I'll keep you updated on how successful this new covering's been and whether we've lost it or not, and see how much more water we get in the IBC tank over the coming week when it's supposed to be almost raining every day. So in the meantime, thanks for tuning in, and stay safe, and see you again soon.